तो हेलो वेलकम बैक दोस्तों। आज हम दोबारा से खेलने वाले बायोम्यूटेंट। आपने पिछली वीडियोस तो देखी होंगी बायोम्यूटेंट की। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं एक छोटे से इंट्रो के साथ। तो चलिए मैं गेम को कंटिन्यू कर लेता हूँ। पिछले पार्ट में मैंने एक लास्ट में जगह पे छोड़ी थी, बहुत मस्त पार्ट था भाई पिछला। आप जरूर देखना पिछला पार्ट। हाँ, तो मैंने यहाँ छोड़ी थी पहले गेम। यहाँ पे एक बूढ़ा आदमी था। अब हमें जाना किधर है?
There's a lot on the line here.
ओके, स्वाद आ रहा है इसमें खेलने में। एक तो आज आया भी मैं 2-3 दिन बाद आया हूँ। क्या मिला? बैकपैक। चलो जल्दी चले मितवा। उधर जा रहा है, उधर पानी पे। पानी में तैर के जा सकता हूँ? पानी में तैर के नहीं जा सकता। पहले मैं अपने आप को अपग्रेड कर लेता हूँ। कभी तो अपग्रेड करता ही नहीं मैं अच्छे से अपने आप को।
As long as you're happy about it.
कोई तो अटैक मिल जाओ। क्लोज कॉम्बैट। नहीं, ये अटैक अच्छा नहीं है। बैक आते हैं। ये भी नहीं। ऑल्ड बैक नोट, ये तो खुले हुए हैं। ये भी खुले हुए हैं। ये भी नहीं। इसमें देखता हूँ गन्स, अल्ट। नहीं, नो, कोई अच्छे से अटैक ही नहीं है। इसे ही ले लेता हूँ। ठीक भी लग रहा है ये अटैक साथ में, अच्छा ही है। गन के साथ साथ तलवार भी। फिलहाल मैंने तलवार तो ले नहीं रखी है। चलो लेवल अप तो हो गया, अब आगे चलते हैं। मुझे जाना है जहाँ पे। ओके, किया क्या इसने? जो भी क्या हो, हमें बस जल्दी से जाना है। इधर साइड या इधर साइड? इधर से।
There's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there.
ओके, इधर साइड से जाऊँ, जल्दी से चले जाएगा। जाओ।
Hard not to want to relax here, if only for a bit.
रास्ता ही नहीं पता चल रहा। ओके, नीचे से जाना है। पूरा का पूरा समुंदर है। मर गया। लास्ट चेक पॉइंट कहाँ था? गलती जगह होगा और क्या होगा?
Not everything here is friendly.
ठीक है, अब मैं ढंग से जाना चाहता हूँ यार, मरना नहीं चाहता पिछली बार की तरह।
That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there.
स्टिक भी है मेरे पास, स्टिक लेके रखते हैं ना। इधर से जाना था, मैं पता नहीं कहाँ से जा रहा था। इधर साइड से जाना है ना। कैसे पहुंच पाऊंगा? पहुंच गया।
Gulpo ain't the easiest tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old days when he tried to teach you how to swim. Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can still feel it, even at a distance. Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces of... He knows he's easy to remember. There's no one out there as cuckoo as him. He's one of a kind. Goop says our memory keeps things for us and protects them until we are ready to face them again. He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. That's the destiny you've been carrying within yourself all these years. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's still there, as bright as when you were a child. Now the time has come for you to remember and act. Your life is your life. He thinks that's the right thing to do. It's only when you have forgiven that you'll find peace.
Light instantly banishes dark.
How much light do you really need?
All the light, all of it!
I mean, you could leave a little space for the dark.
All the light.
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Best to stick close to the shore then, where the goo isn't so deep. That's like being close to your friends who can help when things go wrong. Figures the world is a goner. Even the goo will go gone. Thanks you for doing everything you could to de-goop the surf. Wonders why you're flapping around with the Jagni. They spend too much time nesting today. Figures you must have met different Jagni than he has. But hey, back to the goo. Knows yesterday is already gone. It's what you do today and tomorrow that'll move you forward. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Subnautica station as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his suit, so you must salvage enough scrap to fix up his goo glide, starting with the old wreck box outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the goo glide strong enough to fight the Porky Puff. Out of Date told him the undersurf was the epicenter.
चलो खत्म हुआ, वापिस जाना है क्या? कुछ होता तो है नहीं, इससे बस मार्क लगता है।
Let's see. Just don't relax too much.
जल्दी चल रही यार, किधर जाना है? एक मिनट, इसको फोड़ के देखता हूँ मैं। नहीं, इधर ही किसी साइड से बाहर जाना है। इधर से आया था, पूरा पूरा वही जगह। वो साइड है।
The tribes need someone to unite them. Should hold up.
अंधेरा ही बड़ा है। जहाँ है वैसे हम?
You're cut off from the world above.
इस बार नहीं हुआ ना, मैं बता रहा हूँ। मैं ये फिर मैंने
Balance is the key.
हो गया। इस बार बड़ी मुश्किलों से हुआ है। अब मैं इसको कंप्लीट करता हूँ। ये क्या है? ओके, इधर जाना है। रोटेट किस होता है? भूल गया मैं।
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Complete. सारा पानी निकल गया। चलो शुक्र है, पानी तो निकला कम से कम। खत्म। बच्चे हैं अभी मेरे सामने और कुछ नहीं है। जाना किधर साइड से? उधर साइड से। इधर साइड से भी तो जाना किधर साइड से है? ओके ओके ओके, मुझे निकालना पड़ेगा अपना मुक्का। किधर मारा इसने? हाँ, अब इसमें क्या करना है? यू कैन अवेलेबल ब्ला 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 SW स्पेस।
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
अबे यार, हो गया। चलो अब ये दरवाजा खुल गया, अब हमें इधर जाना है। ऊपर जाना कैसे है? एक तो दिख भी नहीं रहा कुछ।
A story has got to keep moving forward.
अब इसे मारना है क्या?
You're low on health. Ready to dive back in.
बूम। खत्म। अब ये कौन है? इसके लिए लगता है मुझे तलवार ही निकालनी पड़ेगी। कहाँ फेंक दिया यार? खत्म, मर जा मर जा मर जा, बस लो हेल्थ पे भाई। एकदम लो पे है, एकदम लो 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 लो, मर गया मर गया मर गया मर गया। फिनिश फिनिश फिनिश। अबे यार उठा के पटक दी इसने। खत्म। अब इसके चिरकुंड कहाँ है, इसके चिरकुंडे कहाँ है,
Now
इनको तो मैं
that's
बताता
a
हूँ।
flesh wound.
ये खत्म। पहले मैं इधर से लूट कर लूं। इधर क्या है? जो भी अच्छी चीजें मिली होगी। ओह ये भी अच्छा है। यहाँ पे हेल्थ किट पड़ी थी ना, मैं आया गुजरा उधर से था। हेल्थ किट चाहिए मुझे।
Toxanol's offshore drilling caused oily matter to spread with the rain and contaminate both the groundwater and open surf. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
ये तो इजी है, इतनी बार तो आता रहता है।
Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators
Wow.
and activate the framework.
वाओ 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 वाओ, क्या
Heroes
सीन
make for
है।
the best stories.
ये
It's
वही
up to
जगह है,
you if you want to
अंदर
be
से
one.
कैसी लग रही थी।
He's got the goo glide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salvage net, but no armor and an engine strong enough to break through the thick. There's debris floating around on the surf that might be blocking your path or needs to be towed. That means you'll need a device so you can get it out of your way. Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the goo glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks, squeaky distractions for the triple attentive porky puff, which will give you time to get yourself in position. The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the surf archipelago and knows where the quacks like to float. This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink. He'll be able to give you direct. That's where he bobs. Gulp refuses to move from that barge, despite the fact it makes him berth. Goop's not sure, though, if it's the surf sickness or the radium syrup that causes it.
नाइस, मोटर बाइक मिल गई हमको। 4 नंबर पे क्या क्या तैयार हो गए।
Don't you love that surf spray?
एकदम तेज लेके चलते हैं। जल्दी चलो.
Welcome to the Surfipelago, where the horizon rests on the surfy goo.
पानी में उतारनी पड़ेगी दोबारा से.
Give it some gas. You're poking around Pockbur, a prime village. This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least.
Ja.
Himatu, Saina.
Happy you're no longer so shy. Good to have you working to help out.
Penalinde si Taulomo.
Says you should take it easy. He's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the details are maybe a little hazy. He wonders if you have something for him to drink. Guesses he does, but it's a long life in a wild world. Sometimes he's shaken, not stirred. Says you look like you've got a powerful thirst to do something in this world. Good, bad, not really sure, but it seems like you've been drinking in your destiny and liking the flavor. Wonders if you could take the time to help a man slake his own thirst. You'd be doing him a liquid solid. You're a do-gooder, so you know you want to. Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end and leaves us all thirsting for more. Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, sure, but that's nowhere near as quick and easy. Who wants to stop to chew? Says you should toast the end of the world, but you'd better hurry. It's coming soon. Respects how you always try to help, no matter that the world's fate is hard to swallow. Thinks it's funny you wound up with the Jagni. They drink so little, like birds. Guesses someone has to be, but he can't swallow the sight of it. But who cares about them? Says you'd be as bummed out as him if you came for the hot stuff. The Glugmocker, Nimhimbibble, and his favourite radium syrup. That one's even more intoxicating now, aged in truck tankers and all. Without a drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less think. As the power of his mind, the drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts until tomorrow. The world is still... It makes most dumber, but that's his special burden to bear. He wants you to know he has other interests too. He's the Surfipelago's self-proclaimed ornithologist, for example. There are other ways than a cold drink to relieve stress, even in these dark times, and, fortunately for you, he can help. Watching Pippi's flap is calming, but better yet are the ones you can look at and touch, like quacks. Squeezing them is a great way to relax. Says he read that in an old world book. It means you're an expert of all living things that flap and tweet. Don't spare the jets.
इनको फोड़ते हैं।
Point it in the right direction and blast. That was a wild ride. Time for a wave ride, I think.
उठता ही नहीं है यार कुछ। अरे एक और बचा, ये टूट गया। अभी तो पता नहीं और कितने आएंगे।
That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. Hey, there's some e-waste. E-waste, the stuff you need.
आज की वीडियो यहीं ख़त्म करते हैं, काफ़ी हो चुका है आज टाइम, तो बस आज की वीडियो यहीं ख़त्म करते हैं। होप करता हूँ आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी होगी। अब मिलते हैं आपको नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। थैंक